Let me ask you something gently. Have you ever woken up at night, perhaps to walk to the bathroom? And for a brief moment, everything felt a little unclear? Not completely dark, just slightly dim, slightly uncertain. You pause for a second. Your steps feel more careful. Your balance, just a little less steady. And maybe, during the day, you've noticed something else too. Names that once came instantly, now take a moment. You walk into a room, and briefly forget why you went there. If any of this sounds familiar, please know something important. You are not alone. And you are certainly not imagining it. Millions of adults over 60 experience this very combination. Subtle changes in vision, along with moments of mental fogginess. Often becoming more noticeable at night. In fact, health data shows that vision changes and cognitive changes are closely connected. When one begins to slow down, the other often follows quietly. But here's something many people don't realize. These changes don't only develop during the day. Much of your body's recovery happens at night. While you sleep, your brain works to restore itself. Your eyes attempt to recover from daily strain. Neurons reset. Retinal cells repair. But this natural renewal process depends on one critical factor. Support. Without the right nutritional building blocks, your body simply cannot keep up with the demands of repair. Night after night, the system can gradually fall behind. Vision may feel a little dimmer. Thinking may feel a little slower. Energy may feel a little lower. Not suddenly, but subtly. Now, here is the reassuring part. There is a gentle, natural way to support this nighttime restoration. And it begins with something surprisingly simple. What you provide your body before sleep. In this video, we'll explore 3 everyday foods that help nourish both the brain and the eyes during the night. No rare supplements. No complicated routines. Just simple ingredients like avocado, blueberries, pumpkin seeds. Small choices, with meaningful effects. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Vital Health, where we share science, practical insights, and calm, realistic solutions to help you stay clear, steady, and independent as you age. Now, let's begin. Let's begin with something simple and surprisingly powerful. Avocado. Many people know avocados as a heart-healthy food. But what's less often discussed is how deeply supportive they can be for both the brain and the eyes. Especially in the evening. You see, while you sleep, your body enters a quiet but highly active repair phase. Your brain works to restore neural connections. Your eyes attempt to recover from the strain of the day. Cells reset. Tissues renew. But this gentle regeneration depends on nourishment. Without the right building blocks, the body's repair system simply cannot function efficiently. And this is where avocado becomes so valuable. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats. The same beneficial fats found in olive oil. These fats help support healthy circulation, including blood flow to the brain and to the delicate structures of the eyes. Why does this matter? Because both mental clarity and visual sharpness depend heavily on steady oxygen and nutrient delivery. When circulation becomes less efficient, something that naturally occurs with age, the retina may receive less support, and cognitive processing can feel slower. Not dramatically, but subtly. Avocado also contains lutein, a nutrient especially important for aging eyes. Lutein naturally concentrates in the macula, the part of the eye responsible for central vision and clarity in low-light conditions. But its role doesn't stop there. Lutein is also present in the brain, where it has been associated with cognitive support. In fact, research involving older adults has shown that regular avocado consumption may support both visual function and mental performance. A gentle reminder that nutrition often works quietly, over time. Avocados also provide vitamin K, which plays a role in maintaining brain health, and magnesium, a mineral known for its calming effect on the nervous system and its support of restful sleep. Together, these nutrients make avocado an ideal evening food. Not stimulating, not heavy, but deeply supportive. Let me share something reassuring. A man named Roy, in his early 70s, once described how evenings had become uncomfortable. Night driving felt more difficult. Mental focus felt less reliable. Rather than making dramatic changes, he simply adjusted one small habit. He began adding avocado to his evening meals. Over time, he noticed subtle improvements. Greater comfort with nighttime vision, and a clearer feeling in the mornings. No extremes, just consistency. And this is the key idea. Small choices, repeated gently. If you'd like to try this yourself, consider adding half an avocado to your dinner. It pairs easily with vegetables, soups, salads, or even a slice of whole grain toast. Simple, easy to digest, quietly nourishing, supporting your brain while caring for your eyes as your body rests. Now, let's gently move to the next food. Small, delicate, almost effortless. Blueberries. Despite their tiny size, blueberries offer remarkable support for both the brain and the eyes, especially as the body enters its overnight repair cycle. With age, one of the quiet challenges our bodies face is something called oxidative stress, a natural process where unstable molecules gradually affect cells and tissues. Over time, this can influence memory, mental clarity, visual sharpness. Not suddenly, but subtly. Blueberries are naturally rich in compounds called anthocyanins. These are the pigments responsible for their deep blue color, and they play an important protective role within the body. Anthocyanins help support neurons, the communication cells of the brain. Research involving older adults has shown that regular consumption of blueberries is associated with better cognitive resilience over time. A gentle nutritional shield, helping the brain manage everyday wear and tear. But blueberries offer support beyond the brain. They are also deeply beneficial for the eyes. The retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of the eye, is one of the most metabolically active parts of the body, which means it requires steady nourishment. Blueberries help support healthy circulation, cellular protection, inflammation balance, all of which contribute to visual comfort, particularly in low-light conditions. Many people notice that as they age, their eyes take longer to adjust to darkness, or feel more easily strained. Nutrition can quietly influence this experience. Blueberries also contain naturally occurring flavonoids, compounds associated with healthy communication pathways between the eyes and the brain. A reminder that vision is not just about the eyes, but about the entire nervous system working together. And perhaps the most comforting part of all: simplicity. You don't need large quantities. Even half a cup of blueberries in the evening can gently contribute to this protective support. Fresh or frozen, both work beautifully. You might add them to yogurt, a light smoothie, or enjoy them just as they are. Light, easy to digest, naturally nourishing. What appears to be a small snack often becomes something far more meaningful. quiet support. For your brain. For your eyes. For your long-term clarity. Night after night. Now, let's gently move from fruit to something even smaller. A simple seed. Pumpkin seeds. At first glance, they may seem ordinary. But within these tiny shells lies a concentrated source of minerals that play an essential role in how your brain and eyes function, especially over time. As we age, the body's ability to absorb certain nutrients can gradually become less efficient. Among the most important of these are magnesium and zinc, two quiet but critical supporters of the nervous system. Let's begin with magnesium. Magnesium is often described as one of the body's natural calming minerals. It helps relax the nervous system, supports restful sleep, and assists the brain as it transitions into its nightly repair mode. Magnesium levels are associated with greater relaxation, more stable sleep, improved nervous system recovery. Not through stimulation, but through gentle regulation. Pumpkin seeds are one of nature's richest whole food sources of magnesium. A small amount, even a spoonful, can contribute meaningful support without placing stress on digestion. Then there is zinc. Zinc plays a particularly important role in visual function. It is naturally present in high concentrations within the retina, supporting processes tied to light perception, visual clarity, adaptation to changing light conditions. Healthy zinc levels help maintain the delicate systems involved in night vision and visual comfort. Pumpkin seeds provide zinc in a natural, food-based form, alongside supportive fats and plant compounds, a combination the body recognizes easily. These seeds also contain trace nutrients that assist circulation and cellular function, quietly supporting both mental and visual systems. Let me share something reassuring. Many individuals find that small, consistent nutritional adjustments often bring subtle but noticeable improvements. Not dramatic shifts, but gradual comfort. If you'd like to explore this for yourself, consider adding a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds to your evening routine. They can be enjoyed on their own, sprinkled over soup or yogurt, mixed into a light snack. Simple, gentle, deeply nourishing. Because sometimes the smallest additions provide the most meaningful support, helping your body restore balance, helping your brain unwind, helping your eyes recover as you sleep. Now, when these three foods come together, their benefits gently support one another. Avocado, blueberries, pumpkin seeds. A simple combination, yet remarkably balanced. After learning how each of these foods nourishes the brain and the eyes, you may be wondering, quietly, how can I bring this into my daily routine? The reassuring news is, it doesn't require anything complicated. No strict schedules. No complex preparation. Just one gentle evening habit. Begin with a small bowl. Add a few slices of ripe avocado. Soft, creamy, naturally satisfying. Then, a small handful of blueberries. Fresh or frozen, both work beautifully. If frozen, simply allow them a few minutes to soften. And finally, a spoonful of pumpkin seeds. Just enough to add texture and provide those deeply supportive minerals. What you've created is more than a snack. It is a quiet source of nourishment, supportive fats, protective antioxidants, essential minerals, working together in harmony. This balance matters. The healthy fats from the avocado assist the absorption of beneficial plant compounds. The nutrients from the seeds complement the brain-supportive elements of the fruit. Together, they form a trio designed by nature to gently support restoration. And perhaps most importantly, this habit should feel calming, not restrictive. You might enjoy it an hour after dinner, or later in the evening, whenever your body prefers something light. It is easy on digestion, steady for blood sugar, and naturally soothing. Many people find that such small rituals become something they genuinely look forward to. A quiet pause at the end of the day, a moment of care. And over time, the benefits often appear subtly. Greater visual comfort, clearer mornings, a steadier sense of mental energy. Not dramatic shifts, but gentle progress. Because true restoration rarely arrives as a sudden transformation. It unfolds gradually, night after night, choice by choice, supporting your body as it quietly works to care for you. As we gently come to the end of this conversation, I'd like to leave you with something simple, yet important. A reminder. No matter your age, no matter what changes you may have noticed, your body is not finished supporting you. If there is one truth that becomes clear over time, it is this. Healing is rarely about dramatic breakthroughs. More often, it is about small, consistent acts of care. The body retains an incredible capacity for adaptation and restoration. Even later in life. Even after years of strain, fatigue, or frustration. It does not matter whether you are 60, or 70, or well beyond. Your brain still works to renew itself. Your eyes still respond to nourishment. Your nervous system still seeks balance. But like any system, it requires support. Gentle support. Steady support. Patient support. And sometimes, one simple evening habit can become the beginning of meaningful change. You deserve mornings that feel clearer. You deserve thoughts that feel steadier. You deserve to move through your day with confidence, comfort, and calm. Not perfection, but progress. And if something in this video resonated with you, thank you for your time, for your attention, for your willingness to care for yourself. If you found this helpful, you might consider sharing it with someone who may quietly benefit from it too. A small gesture that can make a meaningful difference. And if you'd like to continue learning with us, you're warmly invited to join the Vital Health community, where we explore practical, science-informed habits designed to support clarity, stability, and well-being as we age. And if you feel comfortable, I'd love to hear from you. Which part of tonight's routine felt most interesting to you? Because every shared experience has the power to encourage someone else. Take gentle care of yourself. And remember, true improvement often arrives quietly. Built night by night. Choice by choice. Your clearer, steadier days may still be unfolding ahead.